Hey, good morning, everyone. So, as have you seen the pictures flashed in your screen? So, who can identify the tool that is an example of tool? So, who can identify the tool is flashed in your screen? Yes, that is wrench. Okay, next tool. Correct. That is light hoe. Yes, that is pliers. Yeah, correct. That is a screwdriver. This one. Very good. Chainsaw. How about this one? Yes, that is level. We have three tools here. Yeah, the lower is the spade or shovel. That's spade or shovel. Yes, spade. Are you sure? So let us check later on if that is spade or shovel. Then in the middle, the rake, and then spading fork. So this one, yes, that is grass cutter. So in that, we're happy that we are able to identify those tools. So our lesson for today is about the different kinds or types of equipment, tools, and materials and implement. Okay, so I would just like to share the quote of the day from Walt Disney: "Whatever you do, do it well." So for the objectives for today's lesson, you will be able to understand and prepare the materials, tools, equipment, and implement for horticultural production work. You also identify the required materials, tools, and equipment, and you'll be able to know the use of different tools, equipment, and implements. So let us find how much did you know about farm tools, implements, and simple equipment. So first, let us differentiate farm tools, implements, and simple equipment from each other. Yes, so farm tools are the tools that are light and easy to use, while the implements are the accessories that is used in farm using or pulled by tractor or any working animals, while the equipment are the things that we use in farms with the help of the power or the gasoline. So the second question is, how are tools classified? So how do we classify those tools? Exactly. Tools are classified based on their functions and uses. So let us classify those tools. So there are different classification of tools. For the third question, give the classification of tools. We have the cutting tools, we have the harvesting tools, we have the planting tools. Okay, we also have the weighing tools and the driving tools. So let us first unlock those terms. So as you said before, correct, the tools are the objects that are usually light and easy to use, while the implements are the accessories pulled by animals or mounted to machineries to make the work easier and faster. And then the equipment, it is powered by electric, diesel, or gasoline tool machine used in farming. So usually equipment are big and heavy. So why do we need tools, implements, and equipment? Yes, farm tools, implements, and equipments plays very important role in agricultural crop production. The availability of these are, it makes the works easier, faster. However, if one may have the most sophisticated tools, but they don't know how to use them, the tools are useless. So in order to do different crop production operation, one must have a good working knowledge on the tools, implements, and equipment before using them. So let us check how many tools that you can identify from this picture. Yes, we have in the picture, you have the tractor. Then we have the spade, what's that? Yes, this spading fork. We also have the rake, correct. So it seems that you can identify different tools. Yes, there is also an axe. So let us go to the different examples of hand tools. The first is bolo, or itak in Tagalog. It is used for cutting grasses, weeds, and loosening and pulverizing the soil. The next example is the crowbar or the pareta, which is used for digging big holes, for digging out big stones and stumps, panghukay. We also have the pikmatok or the piko. So as you observe in the picture, it has two sides. Two sides. The other end is pointed, while the other end is flattened. So this tool is used for digging canals. The pointed one is used for digging up stones and tree stumps, and then the flat end is used for breaking the hard topsoil. Another example is the grab hoe, which is used for, or as a roll, used for breaking hard topsoil and pulverizing the soil. So compare with the pikmatok, it only have one side, the flat side. It doesn't have the pointed edge or pointed side. So it can't be used in digging up stones and tree stump. It is only used for breaking the hard topsoils and for pulverizing the soil. Another example is the shovel, o pala. It is used in removing trash, digging loose soil, moving soil from one place to another, and for mixing soil media. Another example is the spade, used for removing trash or soil, digging canals or ditches, and mixing soil. What are the difference between the spade and shovel? So the one that I flashed before is the spade. The spade has flat edge, while the shovel has a pointed edge or pointed tip. So they are different in they have differ in use. Shovel is used in moving soil because it has a shallow part, no, unlike with the spade that is flat top. And then the spading fork. Another example of hand tool is spading fork, used for loosening the soil, digging out root crops, and turning over the materials in a compost heap. So it used to loose the soil, or it used to turn the materials in the compost heap. or let's say you are harvesting the root crops such as cassava or kamote, you can use that as a digging tool. Another example of hand tool is rake or kalaykay in Tagalog. So it is used for cleaning the ground, used to level the topsoil, used to remove the big stone in your garden plot. So another example is hand shovel. So this is a small shovel-like tool which is usually used for loosening the soil around the growing plants and or you can use when you are putting small amount of manure or fertilizer in the soil. So another example is the hand cultivator, used for cultivating the garden plot by loosening the soil and removing young weeds around the plant. So when you are cultivating the plant, you can use the hand cultivator. Pruning shears, this is used for unwanted branches, cutting unwanted branches and materials for planting. And then another is axe, used for cutting bigger size of posts and branches of trees and plants. Yes, this is the example in the picture before. So this is a light hoe. Light hoe is used for loosening and leveling soil and digging out furrows for planting. So when you are digging furrows, so you can use the light hoe. Another is wheelbarrow. So it is used for hauling the trash, manures, and fertilizer, also the planting materials and other tools from one place to another place. So another is sprinkler. We are used this sprinkler for watering the seedlings and young plants, usually used in the nursery. So another is sprayer. The sprayer is used for spraying insecticides, pesticides, and foliar fertilizers. So what are the, I think tools is very clear to everyone. So let us move to equipment. So what are equipment? So as we said before, equipment are the tools, the machineries that is used in farm with the help of power or electric or gasoline or diesel. So these machineries are used especially in vegetable production. So these equipment are used in land preparation and in transporting farm inputs and products outputs. So this is not open for everybody. This equipment needs a highly skilled operator to use. So you can't use this if you are not unskilled or well trained. So we have the example, the hand tractor or a two-wheel tractor. So hand tractor or two-wheel tractor is used to pull a plow and a harrow in the preparing large areas of land. So this one is used to pull the accessories while preparing the large areas of plant. Also, we can attach a cart to transfer or to transport the farm inputs from the market to the farm or the farm products from the farm to the market. Another is the four-wheel tractor. So it is also used to pull the implements or to pull the accessories for preparing also for the much bigger area of land. If the hand tractor is used for a large area of land, four-wheel tractor is used for or in preparing much bigger area of land. So same function with the hand tractor. The difference is it is used in much bigger area of land. So water pump, it is used to draw irrigation water from the source. So if the source of water is far in your farm or in the lower area of your farm or the source is deep, so you can use the water pump to draw the water from the source to your farm or to your area or to your field. So harvester, there are different kind of harvester. It depends on your crops. So harvester equipment is used to gather, to transport Another is the combined harvester. It also used to reap, to thresh, to clean, and to bag. So there are different kind of harvester for each kind of crop. So in palay, we have the thresher or used to thresh. For the We also have the combined harvester for palay. It is used to reap, to harvest, to thresh, and to bag the palay. There is also a harvester for corn, for peanuts, so it depends on the crop you are harvesting. So I hope that all is clear in different kinds of equipment. Equipment has a lot of example, but we just talk about the basic or the most useful equipment, most used equipment in the farm. We can tackle all those equipment because different crop requires different tools. But these four are the most used or most important tool that the farm must have. So we have the hand tractor, we have the four-wheel tractor, we have the water pump, and the harvester. So let's go to implements. So what is implement? As we said before, implements are the accessories which are being pulled by working animals or can be mounted to machinery such as hand tractor and tractor or four-wheel tractor. Usually, it is used in preparation of wide land. So these are usually made of a special kind of metal. So first example is the plow or yes, tama, araro. Used in the araro or the plow is used in farm operations. So it can be either pulled by working animal or a tractor. So it is specifically used for tilling the large areas, making furrows and inter-rows cultivation. So we have two kind of plows, the native plow and the disc plow. So native plow pulled by working animals are made of either a combination of metal or wood or a pure metal. So they are used, or the native plow are used to till areas with a shallower depth than the disc plow, which are the disc plow is pulled by a tractor. So these are the image of the plows. The one that has pointed or at the left side of your screen is the native plow. The native plow is pulled by working animals. It can't be attached to hand tractor. No? While the other hand, at the right side, it is the disc plow. It is the one that is attached to a hand tractor or four-wheel tractor. It is heavier than the native plow. Okay, so these two kind of plow is used to cultivate or to till the large areas of land. So another example of implement is the harrow. So what is the harrow? Harrow is same with the plow. It is used pulled by working animal or a tractor. So specifically, it is designed to till and pulverize the large areas of land. So if the plow is for cultivating, harrow is for tilling and pulverizing the land. So like with the plow, the native harrow tool is pulled by working animals, while the disc harrow is mounted to a tractor. The native harrow is made up of metal teeth, and then the frame is made up of wood, while the disc harrow is made of pure metal. So this is the image of the harrow. At the left side of your screen, that is the native harrow, as shown in the illustration, it was pulled by a working animal. So it is used to, yes, till and pulverize the land which was cultivated by the plow. You cannot use this plow without this harrow without plowing the lands. And then another is the disc harrow. This harrow is mounted to a tractor. So the last example for implements is the rotavator. So rotavator is an implement mounted to a tractor. So it can't be pulled by animals. This is made up of pure metal and used for tilling and pulverizing the soil. So you don't need, if you have the rotavator, you don't need the plow and the harrow. Okay, so let us remember, when using the right tools and equipment for the specific jobs, it makes your work easier and more economical and faster. So the knowledge, another things to remember is the knowledge on the usability of the tools leads to a safe and successful endeavor. So before using any tools, implements, and equipment, always check whether or not they are still usable or serviceable. Also, always check or refer to the instruction or the manual of operation. Always ask the assistance of skilled operators whenever necessary. And then tools that are defective should be separated and be fixed immediately to avoid accident. So that's all for today. Hope that you understand our lesson. Thank you and have a good day.